Hi, everyone. My name is Melanie Benoit. I'm working with Dr. Gaston Dessert at the Public Health Research Unit in Quebec City. I was supposed to say, as you can hear, but as Marc-Claude already used this joke, I will skip it anyway. Today, I would like to share with you the result of the surveillance of the safety of vaccination against pandemic and seasonal influenza in egg-allergic children. Because influenza vaccines are produced from embryonic eggs and contain some residual egg protein, there is a concern about the risk of anaphylaxis in patients with egg allergy. For this reason, vaccination of egg-allergic patients must be done by an allergist after individual evaluation. This evaluation should be repeated every year despite the result of the previous years. Egg allergy is one of the most common food allergies. 1 to 2% of the 1 to 2-year-old children are allergic to egg. About 50% of them will lose their allergy by the age of 5. Sorry, I heard my ear. I heard my voice, and I know that I'm shaking. Sorry. And a few will still be allergic at the age of 10. Oops. Oh. Okay. The objective of the study is to estimate the risk of anaphylaxis in egg-allergic patients and provide a strong scientific basis to formulate recommendations for safe vaccination. As the influenza vaccine available content varies from year to year, the study spans over 3 years, starting in 2009 with vaccination against pandemic influenza. With the onset of the 2009 pandemic influenza H1N1, vaccination was recommended by the WHO. Oh, I have waters. Yeah. The WHO and national public health authorities. Children were the age group most at risk of the severe complication of H1N1, and their vaccination was a priority. This group includes a substantial number of children allergic to eggs. That's why, in August 2009, the MSSS requested from Quebec Association of Allergists to organize vaccination of egg-allergic patients. This was impossible to do if each patient has to be individually investigated and vaccinated by an allergist, given that there is less than 50 allergists in the province. To comply to this request, a two-stage approach was developed. First stage includes the investigation and the vaccination of at least 500 egg-allergic patients by allergists. Then, if the risk of anaphylaxis was small, expanded vaccination was to be done by nurse under the supervision of the physician comfortable at treating anaphylaxis. The study included patients with confirmed egg allergy and a control group. Patients with egg allergy were recruited among patients consulting allergists to be vaccinated against influenza. These patients were vaccinated according to the clinical approach published in the BMJ in 2009. The study recommended to administer the influenza vaccine in a single dose to patients at low risk of anaphylactic reaction if the vaccine contained less than 1.2 milligram per milliliters of egg protein. Low-risk patients were those who had never eaten egg or those who previously had mild gastrointestinal and dermatologic reaction after egg ingestion. Patients at higher risk include those who experience systemic allergic reaction to egg involving the cardiorespiratory system or those with uncontrolled asthma. As recommended for patients in the higher risk group, the vaccine was divided into two doses, 10% and 90% administered at 30 minutes intervals. The participants were examined immediately before the vaccination and 60 minutes later. They were contacted by phone at 24 hours later to collect data on adverse event occurrence. The primary outcome was the occurrence of an anaphylactic reaction according to the Brighton collaboration. The Brighton collaboration criteria for anaphylaxis require the sudden onset and rapid progression of signs and symptoms involving more than one system. The vaccine used in 2009 was Aripanrix, a monovalent adjuvanted H1N1 made by GSK Canada. Its ovalbumin content was less than 30 nanograms per milliliters in all lots that we use. In 2009, 6 sites participated to the study: Quebec, 2 sites in Montreal, Sherbrooke, Toronto, and Edmonton. A total of 1,076 egg-allergic patients were recruited, and 800 met the strict egg-allergic criteria. 72% of them were naive. By naive, we mean that they received the influenza vaccine for the first time. We also recruit 393 controls. None of the patients with confirmed egg allergy had anaphylaxis. This result were encouraging and help us move forward with the second stage of vaccination, the expanded vaccination. Set up by the pediatrician and allergists in all regions, a total of 3,600 patients were vaccinated. Not met the anaphylaxis criteria, although epinephrine was administered to 2 patients for throat tightness and tongue tingling. Despite this study provides strong evidence that this adjuvanted monovalent H1N1 influenza vaccine was safe to administer to patients with egg allergy, we cannot generalize this result to seasonal influenza vaccine because of the greater ovalbumin content. That's why we had to continue the surveillance with the seasonal influenza vaccine. If you would like to have more information about this study for the pandemic vaccine, the result of the study is published in the Journal of Allergy and Clinical Immunology in 2009. Like I said, we had to continue with the seasonal influenza vaccine. And in 2010, we used the same methodology as in 2009, except that we used the fluviral. I hope I wasn't shaking in my voice, sorry. Fluviral is a trivalent seasonal influenza vaccine made by GSK Canada, and its ovalbumin content was less than 290 nanograms per milliliter in all lots used. In 2010, 5 sites participated to this surveillance: Quebec, Montreal, Sherbrooke again, Vancouver, and Edmonton. A total of 274 egg-allergic patients were recruited, and 211 met strict egg-allergy criteria. Among them, 46 were naive to seasonal influenza vaccine, and 90% received the vaccine in 1 dose. We also recruited 125 controls. Once again, none had anaphylaxis. If you look at this graph, you will see that in 2009, the frequency of mild adverse event at 60 minutes was similar in allergic patients and in controls. In 2010, on 1% of allergic patients presented mild gastrointestinal discomfort, and 1% presented localized rash. At 24 hours post-vaccination, the frequency of the adverse event was also similar in allergic patients and in controls. Because the frequency of adverse events at 60 minutes and 24 hours was similar in both groups, it's suggesting that no additional risk in patients with egg allergy. In conclusion, the 2 years of the surveillance showed that both pandemic and seasonal influenza vaccine seems to have a very low risk of anaphylaxis. The surveillance is consistent with the study conducted in the US and in Australia with the pandemic vaccines, which also showed no risk of anaphylaxis. They have ongoing study with the seasonal vaccines. The scientific basis to consider that egg allergy should not be considered a contraindication to vaccinate against influenza is rapidly growing. We may expect modification of recommendation if the current safe trend observed in our study is also shown elsewhere. Thank you, and sorry for my shake in my voice.